Hi Year 12s, I'm going to go through the homework on exercise 10D, which is questions 2 to 13. Okay, so we start with question 2. We've got to find the exact value of 3 sine squared x plus 3 cos squared x. Well, we can take a factor of 3 out, sine squared x plus cos squared x, and I'm really hoping you recognise that as one of the key identities. Sine squared x plus cos squared x is equal to 1. So then we've got 3 times 1. Okay, right, let's look at the second part. We have sine squared 5x plus cos squared 5x. So the identity you learned was sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equivalent to 1. Okay, and here all it is that theta is 5x. Okay, so that means that this whole thing is equal to exactly 1. Okay, just going to try and sharpen focus there. Right, so the next one we've got minus 2 cos squared 2x minus 2 sine squared 2x. So again, we've got a common factor of negative 2. Okay, and again it's just like theta is 2x, so we've got negative 2 times 1, which is negative 2. Right, let's look at D. So for D it's a little bit different. We've got 3 over 2 sine squared 4x minus 3 over 2 tan squared 4x. Right, so it's not the cos this time, so we need to remember our identity involving tan. So tan theta is sine theta over cos theta. Okay. Then tan squared theta will be sine squared theta over cos squared theta, and our theta is 4x here. So let's rewrite that. Okay, we have a fraction in a fraction here. Remember that if we're doing 3 divided by all of this, it's the same as doing 3 times the reciprocal. Okay, so that means essentially the denominator of the denominator becomes the numerator. Okay, now this is quite nice, because we now have the same denominator. So we can write this as a single fraction. Okay, right, once we've got that, let me move this up a bit. Okay, we can take 3 out as a common factor. Okay, and then hopefully you spot we've got sine squareds and cos squareds. So the identity was sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equivalent to 1. So if I take away cos squared theta, then I get sine squared theta is equivalent to 1 minus cos squared theta. So this thing here is the same as sine squared theta, where theta is 4x. Okay, and so that is equal to 3, because the sine squareds cancel. If you have bother with this bit here, okay, it's just basic fraction work. Alright, so this is the same as 3 divided by 2 sine squared 4x over cos squared 4x. Okay, which is the same as 3 over 1 divided by that, so that's the same as 3 over 1 times cos squared 4x over 2 sine squared 4x, and then that gives you this expression here. Okay, so if you have a denominator inside a denominator, the denominator becomes the numerator. Okay.